Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out in USA Today, September 26, 2018, how Bill Cosby spent his first night in prison, sleeping in single cell, taking mugshot. So he took a new mugshot, ladies and gentlemen. So he is officially an inmate. All right. Bill Cosby spent Tuesday his first night as inmate number NN7687 in a single cell at a state correctional facility outside Philadelphia Tuesday. He also posed for a new mugshot in his first set of Prison Blues. Cosby, 81, was immediately taken into custody Tuesday after a Montgomery County judge handed down a 3 to 10-year state prison sentence for his 2004 sexual assault on Andrea Constant, who I believe is lying her ass off. First of all, it does not take from 2004 all the way up until now to report an assault. This woman knew Cosby was a famous celebrity with a lot of money, and she took advantage of that. And she certainly is not the first gold-digging woman to do these kind of things. He will be permanently housed at the SCI Phoenix prison in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, according to the state's Department of Corrections website. SCI Phoenix, a maximum security facility, is practically brand new, having opened its doors this July. Cosby spent the night in one of the 3,830 beds at the 164-acre prison. So I guess this is showing you the inside of the cell. I mean, I don't want to watch that video. Okay, but this is what it looks like. As a new arrival, he will be assessed by prison medical staff, psychologists, and other staff. He will be allowed phone calls and visits and time for exercise. The prison's long-term goal is to place Cosby in general population, officials said. We are taking all of the necessary precautions to ensure Mr. Cosby's safety and general welfare in our institution, Corrections Secretary John Wetzel said in a statement. SCI Phoenix offers multiple treatment and therapy programs, including one for sex offenders. Although unlikely due to Cosby's age and legal blindness, he could take one of the vocational classes offered by the prison, ranging from barbering school, custodial maintenance, to carpentry and restaurant professions. Yeah, in other words, slave work, y'all. Slave work while they're in there. Okay, I'm not concerned about anything TMZ has to say, so I'm going to skip over that. The 81-year-old owes $43,611.83 in court costs, according to documents. And here's the document right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. In the Court of Common Pleas of Montgomery County Criminal Division, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus William H. Cosby Jr. All right. So the following necessary expenses were incurred by the district attorneys, his assistants, or any other officer directed by the district attorney in the investigation of crime and apprehension and prosecution of the above named defendant. So they are billing, Montgomery County is billing Cosby this amount right here, $43,611.83. The total amount approved shall be considered part of the cost of this case to be paid by the above named defendant. The clerk of courts is directed to record this expense at the time of the deposition of this case. Woo, that's what the system does, ladies and gentlemen. They do anything to bilk money out of you. We saw this back in Ferguson when they were pulling over 90% of the people were caught up in the system and keep us paying over and over and over. So you see, it's no different in Cosby's case. He must also surrender his passport and pay a monthly offender's supervision fee according to court documents. So here's that document. Okay. The judge did, okay. All right, so he had to turn in his U.S. passport. Is in the possession of Monco detectives, PDI, bail conditions to be supervised by APO. No, he can't leave with a passport from prison anyway. All right. Okay. A member of the prosecution team from Cosby's trial said, Constant, the comedian's chief accuser, told her she was happy with his sentence. Well, I guess she is. She gets a big payday and he's locked up. And she knows he can't do anything to fight it at this point. This is ridiculous, y'all. I do not believe Bill Cosby did anything to this man-looking woman right here. I don't believe anything happened to her. In fact, I read something probably earlier this year where she said to her friend, if she wanted to start a business, she would have to sue a celebrity. And then lo and behold, Bill Cosby is dragged into the court and she gets money. This woman is a fraud, just like many of her predecessors before her that have lied about rape. Women like her have a long-standing history of lying about rape in America. Montgomery County Assistant District. I don't care about that. Talking about Andrea's strength and courage. Get out of here. This woman is a fraud. Okay. In a statement issued after the sentence was handed down, Cosby's wife, Camille, claimed that a phone recording played at the trial was doctored, which she's probably right. She's probably right. I mean, look, they have no evidence at all. I still don't see how somebody can go to jail with zero evidence. Oh, boy. All right. So that's all I'm going to say about this whole thing, But ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cosby, because of this liar right here, this thing, is behind bars for the next 3 to 10 years. I did read that his attorneys are appealing, but here's his newest mugshot that was taken after he became an official inmate in the prison. In this particular prison, the inmates wear blue. They don't wear like the orange jumpsuit that you see notoriously in most of the prisons around the country. In this one, they wear blue. But I think this is a shame. Now, I know a lot of people were angry with Cosby for saying the things that he did to the Black community in the past, but I think you're going to have to look beyond that and see that if this one woman can come forward and just on her word put this man behind bars with no evidence, this can happen to any Black man in this country. That's the bigger picture that you must see in this whole thing. They have never given us justice and they never will. Just understand that. That is their full intent, is for us never to receive justice in their courts. They have been pulling this off now for 500 years. You know, it was funny because I thought back at a moment when a troll had wrote me by email and said, why don't y'all just cooperate and stand up for the flag? And I said back to him, I said, you know what? The day that we get justice all the time, not no one or two cases, no, that's not good enough. All the time in your legal system, I'll consider standing up for your flag. But we know that's never going to happen. They got this system rigged up just the way they want it, for them to always walk and for you to go to jail, for the rules and laws to apply to us. And all of a sudden, when it comes down to them, we can overlook the laws and whatever's on the books. That's the way they want it to work. They don't want any changes. So therefore, you have no right to make any demands that I do anything up in this system. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, on this recent article on Bill Cosby's first night as an incarcerated inmate. I pray for his family. You know, Bill Cosby lost a son and then he lost his daughter not long ago. You know, it's really tough. You know, but they want this man gone. He's 81 years old and completely blind. He can't even defend himself at this point. And this is exactly what they want. They want to do harm to him, but don't physically do it themselves. Get others to do it. And that's what they're hoping for. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Peace, family.